What's up, Saiyan Army? So before this video begins, questions that I've been getting asked a lot lately. I've gotten a few emails, I get lots of snaps about it, especially in expos. A lot of people ask me about this, and they just ask me about like my story. Like, how did I get started in the fitness industry? How did I grow in the fitness industry? You know, things like why did I move from Hawaii to New York? So if you guys want that video and you guys just want to hear a little bit about my background and story that I've never really talked about on YouTube, then give this video a like. I know it's not fitness related, but how about this? 2,000 likes and I'll make that video next week for you guys. So let's get into the workout. So for this workout, it's a little bit different. We decided to lower the weight on all exercises and increase the volume. So instead of 4 sets, we did 5 sets for everything. Reason being is because we have a deload coming up next week. So I said, screw it, let's get a epic pump, do some volume and just, you know, have some fun with our workout. And the reason why we don't increase it from 4 sets to 5 sets is because I wouldn't be able to recover by my next push day. So it's all about balancing your recovery time with your volume. If you're not recovering by the next workout, chances are your volume is too high. Next week is kind of like a rest week for us, so that's why we're doing this. So for you guys, I would probably stick with either 3 to 4 sets unless you have really low volume in your workouts already. You know, I'm training 6 days a week, so my body definitely, I have to watch my recovery time. I can't overdo it on a certain workout or else it's gonna bleed into my other workouts and just fatigue me for the rest of the week. So throughout this workout, I'll be explaining to you guys the different exercises that I'm doing, why I'm doing them, and what I like about them. So the first exercise was a V-bar push down. Reason I like that exercise is real easy on my elbows. I have tricep tendonitis in my right side and it's actually been acting up here and there. So I'm kind of babying it. And I noticed with the V-bar push down, it's the only push down where I can really go heavy and it doesn't irritate my tendonitis. So, and how I got the tendonitis was years of skull crushers when I was younger. So I've talked about this many times before, but I do not like skull crushers. I think majority, like 90% of the people I've spoke to don't do skull crushers because it irritates their elbows. But if you're that 10%, then go for it. It's a great movement. But if it irritates your elbows, do not do them. Stay away from them. I used to think no pain, no gain back in the day. I would just crank out the skull crushers and it gave me tricep tendonitis for pretty much the rest of my life. So here what we're showing is the difference between anterior pelvic tilt. Okay, so bad posture and good posture. Notice how it kind of looks like I'm doing something else. But basically a lot of people, when they do this exercise, they'll let their ass hang out like they're posing for a picture or something, like some fitness chick posing for a picture. What you want to do is engage your abs and squeeze your glutes while you're doing the exercise. And that goes for every single exercise that you do. 1, you'll build a core without directly hitting abs, and 2, you'll create better posture and better habits for yourself. So also the overhead tricep extension, I like that. Hits the long head. I really enjoy it with the rope. It's just the angle, it's flipping, it just feels good. And that's a lot about what working out is. It's about picking exercise that feels good and it's gonna help you grow. So next we're doing hammer curls, hitting that long head of the bicep. Hammer curls, great exercise, building forearms, building that long head of the bicep. And we're supersetting that with these preacher curls. We're doing 10 reps, 5 sets. So earlier was 5 sets, 10 reps. This is also 5 sets, 10 reps. So something different we also did during this workout is in the beginning of the workout, we did triceps, superset with triceps. And then now we're doing biceps, superset with biceps. So typically during our workouts, what we'll do is we'll do triceps and biceps and just superset them back and forth. Reason being is I want to try something different and get a nice pump in my triceps. I noticed like when you superset the same muscle group, you get an amazing pump. So I just want to start off the workout that way. Later on during the workout, we go back and forth. But in the beginning, I just wanted to try something a little bit different. And I really enjoyed it because I got the crazy tricep pump in the beginning and now we're getting that crazy bicep pump. And it just was a great way to start off your workout. So what I would do for you guys is whatever you're lagging, if you're lagging in the tricep department or you're lagging in the bicep department, that's what I would prioritize first. Always prioritize your weaker muscle group. And that goes for even the supersets when you're doing triceps to biceps or biceps to triceps. I would prioritize your lagging muscle group, whatever is weaker. And for me, I feel like my arms are pretty even. If anything, my biceps lag a little bit behind, but because I'm overall just trying to grow my arms, I'm hitting triceps first, and it's just not a big deal to me. It's not a huge priority. So here hitting these preacher curls. This machine is alright, it's not the greatest, but what I like is the tension is pretty constant throughout the whole range of motion. I notice a lot of these preacher curl machines, it loses tension at different areas, especially towards the top. And what we're doing is we're also putting ourselves in a posterior tilt, meaning we're sitting behind the machine. Like I'm not seated on the machine, I'm sitting way back. with my knees behind the pad. Next, superset. So this is 5 sets, 12 reps, and we're doing these Mirin curls. I'm not sure the exact name of these curls, that's just what I call them. And basically, it's a real simple exercise. Again, posterior tilt. You're engaging your abs, squeezing your glutes in every single exercise. So as I'm exhaling, I'm squeezing my abs, and that's on everything. And from there, we just full extension and hold the contraction at the top. I don't like to bounce it with this one. For the most of my exercises, this one I did a little quickly, but for most exercises, I like to fully contract that muscle and kind of pause at the top. So that's something I like to do. Next exercise, we're doing these tricep kickbacks. Now this is an exercise I never see a lot of people, like you never see on YouTube. I don't see a lot of people doing this exercise. I really enjoy this exercise. I feel like it hits the triceps in a very unique way that a lot of exercises don't really hit the triceps in. Also, it feels great on your joints. You do use a really light weight, so that's the only downside to it. I mean, you can't go like particularly heavy. It's a really isolated movement, but it just feels good. And I think if you're not doing them, then try adding them, see how you like it. If you like it, then keep it. If you don't like it, then obviously skip it. So another thing I want to talk about is using machines and cables for my arms. So one of the reasons I use lots of machines and cables is because of my tendonitis. A lot of free weight stuff tends to irritate my elbow, especially tricep things like close grip bench press. I used to like it a lot when I was younger, but I came to like, it just doesn't feel good for me personally. Obviously, skull crushes is a no-go. Certain overhead extensions just feel weird on my elbow. So that's a big thing. If you guys have any issues or whatnot, or things don't feel correct, then either 1, change your form, or 2, change the exercise. Understand that just because the exercise may be good, it may just not be for you. So change it up if you need to. All these exercises are all interchangeable. All we're doing is just playing with the angles, hitting the muscle from a different angle, getting a good pump, getting some high volume, and just having fun with it. Arm day is our like straight bodybuilding day. Outside of overhead press, which we typically do in the beginning, but we skipped this week. But we do lots of spirit bombs and shoulder work before this. But today we just decided to do straight arms and just get a nice pump, get some high volume, and just have fun with the workout. And that's probably number 1 with any workout, is make sure you're having fun. So finishing this workout, we decided to add some occlusion training. Occlusion training is something that we add in maybe once a month to once every 2 months. And if you haven't tried occlusion training, it will give you the most insane pump you've ever had. If you're curious about how inclusion, the science behind occlusion training, just Google it. Lane Norton has a ton of articles. I think even Eric Helms wrote some articles on occlusion training. But basically what we're doing is we're using these slingshot sleeves, and it's occluding to occlude the blood. And when first set is 30 and 30, what we're doing is we're supersetting these rope hammer curls with tricep push downs. And we're doing 30, 30, rest 30 seconds, 15, 15, rest 30 seconds, 15, 15, rest 30, 15, 15, rest 30, and a last set of 15 and 15. So first set is 30 and 3 sets of 15 with 30-second rest in between. And we're just supersetting hammer curls and the tricep push downs. You're gonna get the most insane pump you've ever had in your life. Also, occlusion training is really good if you have any injuries or any sore joints like my tricep tendonitis or sore elbows, knee joints, anything like that. So anyways, that's the end of the video. See you guys in the next one. Much love, strength and honor. Aloha.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000!